One sunny morning, little Diana and her faithful friend, a bright red cat named Cheddar, went for a walk. The garden was full of golden light, and the flowers smelled like honey. Cheddar trotted ahead, his fluffy tail waving like a banner. Diana laughed as she skipped along the path, enjoying the warmth of the summer day. Suddenly, Cheddar stopped near a large fern and let out a curious meow. He poked his nose into the leaves, but quickly pulled back. Under the green fronds sat a tiny hedgehog. He wasn't curling into a tight ball like hedgehogs usually do. Instead, he was shivering and holding one of his little paws up. Diana knelt down and saw that the poor thing was limping. Diana reached out very slowly. She knew that wild animals could be scared, so she spoke in a whisper. "Don't be afraid, little one," she said. She gently scooped up the hedgehog, whom she decided to call Bram. Bram felt prickly, but very small in her hands. Cheddar walked close to Diana's feet, acting very protective and serious as they headed back. When they reached the porch, Diana's mom, Elena, was there to meet them. She saw the little guest in Diana's hands and smiled warmly. "Mom, look. He's hurt his paw," Diana explained. Elena knelt down to see. "You did a very kind thing by bringing him home, Diana. Let's see how we can help our Spiky friend feel better." Inside, Mom Elena brought out a small first aid kit. She showed Diana how to look at the tiny paw without getting poked by the quills. "It's just a small scratch," Mom whispered. Diana watched closely as Mom Elena cleaned the injury. Diana felt very grown up, helping her mom take care of a real patient. Diana found a sturdy cardboard box and lined it with an old, soft sweater. Cheddar brought his favorite feathered toy and dropped it near the box, wanting to share his treasures. "This is your bed, Bram," Diana whispered as she tucked the hedgehog into the soft fabric. Cheddar curled up nearby, keeping a watchful eye on their new guest. Later that afternoon, it was time for a snack. Mom Elena told Diana that hedgehogs like special treats. Diana put a few small pieces of apple and some water in shallow saucers. At first, Bram stayed tucked in the sweater, but soon his little nose began to twitch. He stepped out and began to nibble happily. Diana felt a glow of happiness in her heart. Over the next few days, Bram grew stronger. His limp disappeared, and he started to explore the living room. Cheddar would follow him around, making sure the hedgehog didn't get into any trouble. Diana clapped her hands as she watched Bram scurry across the rug. "Look, Mom. He's all better now," she cheered. Finally, the morning came when Bram was ready to go back to nature. Mom Elena said, "He is strong enough to find his family now, Diana." They went out to the edge of the woods where the grass was tall and soft. Diana felt a little bit sad to say goodbye, but she knew that the forest was Bram's true home. Diana placed Bram gently on the ground. The hedgehog paused for a moment, looked back at Diana and Cheddar, and then disappeared into the deep green grass with a happy rustle. "Goodbye, Bram. Be safe," Diana called out. She hugged herself, feeling warm and proud. She had learned that helping someone small is the biggest thing you can do.